Hello guys, this is quick stuff and today I will be giving my thoughts over one business laptop, which is Lenovo ThinkPad T480s. So I have been using this product from last 6 months, and I thought I should give my thoughts. So I purchased it in November 2019 and this machine, I would say, is doing good. It came with this box, which you can see. This was the typical box in which it came. And moving on to the product, this is my ThinkPad, and if you see, I have put Apple logo over here, but that is just a logo. And if you see the ThinkPad, this is the whole product. You can see the branding, you can see the think button, think light. And if I will show you the outlook of this profile of this laptop. So as you can see, that ThinkPad offers a variety of ports. Mine is ThinkPad T480s, as I already mentioned, and it has a variety of ports. As you can see, it is a Type C port, which is also a power, which can also be used for power, and it is having Type C Thunderbolt port, Lenovo proprietary port. This is having and full-size Ethernet jack and USB 3.1 Gen 2 port, HDMI cable port. This is the headphone jack, and this is the SD card reader. And if you flip over to the back, you cannot find anything else, but there is one little small thing. This is the SIM card tray. If you opt for the SIM card version, then it will be functional, but mine is not functional. It is just a dummy tray here. So yeah. So moving on to another side, you can see that there is the fan grill heatsink. From here the hot air is blown out, and there is another USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type A port, and there is PCI Express slot to attach your various peripherals. So this is a very slim laptop. In fact, this one is an ultrabook, and it came with Windows Professional. You can see the logo over here. This is the Windows Professional logo. And I think one drawback of this laptop is that this ThinkPad is having two speakers, and both of the speakers are beneath this laptop. And I think speakers are not that good when compared to this laptop to another competing laptops, for example MacBook Pro, because almost this laptop is at the same price of the MacBook Pro. So if I open this up, turn this on, I can show you that this is having, first of all, if you see, this is having a phenomenal keyboard, very nice and clicky touch. Everything is working very fine, no issues. MacBook Pro have some issues on its keyboard, but this guy is made to last long. This guy is having also a good trackpad, although it is not too big like MacBook Pro, and it is also having two left and right functional keys, and this one is also a key, but I don't know, I am not sure why this is used for. I have never used this key. So this is also having red track pointer. And if I move up and I show you this over here, from here, this looks very nice. It is actually a very nice laptop. If you see, there is a logo, Lenovo branding logo. There is ThinkPad T480s written over here, and this laptop is great, amazing. I mean, I have never found any issue. I have never been into any blue screen or anything like that. I think this is the most stable Windows laptop I have ever had in my life, because it is running without any issues in the last 6 months. Even I do many things like virtualization. I I do launch many tabs of chromes, many memory intensive things, but it never crashed for me. So let me quickly turn this thing up and show you some benchmarks. Yeah, if I turn this up, this looks like this. If you see, screen is good. Screen is, mine one is not 4K screen. I have ordered it for the full HD screen, but it is also working very good. The screen is working good. So yeah, so let me run some benchmarks on this. Firstly, I will run 7 benchmark 4.0, but to run these benchmarks correctly, I should insert power brick into this, and here is the power supply which Lenovo has supplied to me. It is a 65 watt power supply with a type C port, and this type C port can be inserted into any of the type C port which I have shown you earlier. This is having 2 ports, so I can insert one over here, and you can see the light blinking. Over here that it is connected and it is charging. And now we are good to run the benchmarks. So let's first run a graphic intensive benchmark, which is a Heaven benchmark 4.0. Let me turn this thing up. It says some settings. I will run it in Ultra HD with resolution 2560 by 1440. I think it will not run with this resolution. It will run only with Full HD resolution. Let me see if that runs or not. So it is launching. So let me turn the task manager on and show you how it performs, and let me also turn the thermals. To show you the temperature, at what temperature it is currently running. And to my experience, it never goes beyond 70 degrees Celsius. It never goes beyond. The temperature management is, thermal management is very super on this laptop. I don't know how they are doing it, but they are doing it exceptionally well. If you can see that CPU is pushing at around 40%. There it is having 2 GPUs. Mine is having 2 GPUs. One is Intel 620, sorry, and another one is having Nvidia MX 150. So currently it is consuming Nvidia MX 150, and it is almost 90 to 95%. And if you can see the frame rate, if you can see the frame rates, the frame rates are currently, let me show you on the camera. So as you can see that the frame rates are like 13-14 frame rates, and temperature is 60 degrees Celsius, and all the other stuff over here. Let me turn this into the full screen. So yeah, it is not made for gaming. For gaming you can always choose some other good gaming laptops. This laptop is not made for gaming. This laptop is only made for professional work, durability. You can keep this laptop for next 10 years if you purchase this right this year. So you can see the average frame rate, you can see how it is performing. It is doing good, I think. Average frame rate is doing okay. So this is the so this is what it is. So if I show you how it is performing, so currently the core temperature is at around 58 degrees Celsius, which is extremely good. GPU is at about 50-60%, and I will cancel this benchmark right now and I will run another benchmark and let you guys know how it is doing on that benchmark. So I will quickly move to this one. This is the performance test benchmark. So let me run this benchmark and let me show you how it performs. By the way guys, I have ordered another SSD, NVMe SSD for this laptop, although it is having only one slot for full size NVMe 2280 SSD, but this guy is having another slot for WLAN card, and if you do not order WLAN card in your system, you can always install another SSD over there. So I have ordered one SSD for this guy and I will be installing that in the next week, and I will put the link of that video in the description. If you guys are interested how I install that SSD into this and how it is performing, you can always see and check that link and see how it is performing. So I will now run this benchmark right now and see how it is performing. Yeah, so you can see that the CPU core temperature quickly rising, I think. Yeah, but it will never hit beyond 70-72 degrees Celsius. Rarely you can see it is a very high stress test, so rarely it will hit beyond 72 degrees Celsius. So guys, here we go. We have the result. Currently it is giving 1850 score to this laptop with 27th percentile. It is having CPU mark score of 6388, 2D graphic mark of 174, 3D graphic mark of 2214, memory mark of 1968, disk mark is 17217. So these are the benchmarks which I have obtained from this laptop. If you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comment section. So yes, this is also one major highlight of this laptop, that this is having a Think Shutter. What does Think Shutter do is that you can turn this Think Shutter on if you want to use the camera, and if you are concerned of your privacy and you think that somebody might be watching you over the internet, if you are connected, you can keep this Think Shutter off and it will physically put a shutter on the camera. And another thing which I need to mention here is that this is also having a fingerprint scanner and a little LED. Currently if I lock this laptop, okay, so if I lock this laptop, okay, this LED will turn up. So this is currently locked and it is start blinking, and if I put my finger on it, it will very quickly, very fastly, it will log me in. Let's see how quickly it does that. Yeah, and that is it, you're logged in. So very fast. So this is all about this. If you guys have any question, anything, and I will try to answer your questions on this. So this laptop is not for gamers, this is not for built to game. This laptop is built to last. It is built to carry around with you if you are working, if you are a student, and if you want a lightweight portable laptop, you can always keep this very light, very thin laptop into your bag and carry around with you, and it will almost give you around 7 to 8 hours of battery life, which is fairly good battery life, and with normal usage. And if you are very light user, you can get around 9 to 10 hours of battery life. And if you are a heavy user, like you are using VM machines and other things, then it will give you around 4 to 5 hours of battery. So battery life is good. I am very much satisfied with the battery life. It is having a decent amount of battery life and it does all the job very good. So I will be closing this video over here. If you guys have any question, or I will try to answer all of your questions. And for your information, as I already told you, that I have ordered one SSD for this laptop, and I will be installing that SSD in a week, and I will give a link of that video in the description if you guys are interested to know how I am going to do, and if it is possible to install 2 SSDs into this thin and light laptop, yes or no, then you should watch that video also. That is very helpful. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Another video is coming next week, so till then, see you.